In this video, we're going to go over the latest changes that I have seen in the YouTube algorithm. I'm going to do my best job to teach you exactly how not only you can get way more views and subscribers, but a lot more clients. The YouTube algorithm has changed big time, and it's helping a lot of real estate agent YouTube creators get 10 times more clients than they have ever had in a tough market. But you have to understand how these YouTube algorithm changes have affected some real estate agents to make their channel absolutely nosedive. Now, I talk to dozens of real estate agents every day who are trying to figure out how to grow on YouTube, and they're worried about video editing platforms and cameras and equipment, but what they're not focusing on is truly how to build a YouTube channel by leveraging the algorithm to land right into the laps of the ideal people we want watching our content. Now, the frustration of YouTube and not growing can really lead you into the wrong direction, but good news for you, if you follow this blueprint that I will lay out for you today about the YouTube algorithm, you're going to get more views, subscribers, and obviously way more clients than you have ever seen. Just like we did with one of our last creators who has just 5 subscribers, yet she got her very first reach out. Another one of our clients that I had talked about with this YouTube algorithm and followed this blueprint put 15 deals of new construction all into escrow, which is closing right now all the way up through the beginning of next year. Now, step number 1 is creating the content that your clients actually want right now. And I get this question all the time, Jackson, what is the content that people actually want? Well, you see a lot of real estate YouTube channels out there and the videos that they've done, especially in the past. But the one thing that we never understand is, what do our current clients want to see in videos right now and today? The YouTube algorithm knows exactly what is capturing people's attention, and real estate agents are not staying up with the time. Now, one of the tools that we'll be talking about today is TubeBuddy. It is down in the description below, but that is what can help you to discover what your clients are not only searching, but searching today. Now, the other thing that you can do is just leverage Google. Search in your city and filter it by the news tab, and or go to Google Trends. Now, this is going to be really easy and fast to see what are your clients currently searching in your market. Now, the crazy thing about the YouTube algorithm is that even if you have a great title and SEO and metadata built up, sometimes it can take upwards of 30 to 60 days, and I've even seen it as much as 180 days for the algorithm to grab it, and then the video shoots off like a rocket. So I've got an entire playlist on this channel that teaches you the deep back end of TubeBuddy so that your videos are 100% optimized and so that they rank for the rest of your career. Now, you may have been following me for some time, or you're new and you're like, okay, I see some of the video titles that you're using and some of the other real estate agents are using, and I know what video titles to use. And I've even studied a bunch of different thumbnails, and I'm pretty aware of the thumbnails that are getting a lot of clicks. But this is the thing that you need to understand, is that the YouTube algorithm has 100% changed. And that's the goal of this video, is to teach you how to leverage the YouTube algorithm so that you get 50, 60, even 80% longer average view durations when YouTube places your video rather than when your clients find it in search. So I'm going to teach you right now exactly how the YouTube algorithm works. But before I get to that, you got to do me one favor. The only way that my videos get out there is if you hit the like button and you subscribe to this channel so that you never miss a thing. Because in this channel, I do hundreds of videos teaching you exactly how to grow a real estate YouTube channel for free. YouTube channels that have helped me and my partners across the country to sell over 420 homes personally and over $1 billion in sales just from our trainings, all for free. So the number one most important thing about the YouTube algorithm is that you must deliver content that your audience wants to see. I have this conversation almost every single day with real estate agents when they ask me, hey Jackson, I'm thinking about doing these style of videos or that style video. You have to realize that once you create a channel, you need to understand the target audience that you're going after. Mine is the relocation audience. I want to go after anybody who's thinking about moving to my area. So if I start throwing in videos about listing your house or investing in properties, it hits the wrong audience. And what it does is the algorithm tries to place these videos in front of your target audience. And from there, they don't click on it or watch it. And so that really hurts your channel. The number one goal of the YouTube algorithm, get this, is to keep people on the platform for as long as possible. The The only way that you can do that is leveraging the YouTube algorithm and the audience that it has built out for you. So when you start shooting videos, you really need to understand what you're trying to target. If it's all luxury buyers, if it's all selling houses and listing, if it's all investors, that's what you go all in on, because the YouTube algorithm will now place your videos in front of those audiences because it knows that it will get the longest average view durations and retention rates. See, the YouTube algorithm's number one job is to feed these videos to people most likely to watch them so that they can run advertisements. That's how YouTube makes money. So when you try to recreate the wheel and try all these different things, you're ruining the beautiful YouTube algorithm. But I'm going to go even further into detail, and you're going to have an exact plan how to leverage that YouTube algorithm at the end of this video. Now, there are 3 other steps that you need to be implementing into your content to make sure that you are using the YouTube algorithm correctly. And don't worry, because I'm going to give you an exact breakdown on how to use those 3 strategies as well. The number one strategy that you need to start implementing into your YouTube channel is a consistent amount of content per week. Now, I can't stress this enough, and you may be thinking, okay, that's easy. But it's more than this. If you start changing the pace of your video delivery, the YouTube algorithm will really start treating your YouTube channel unfairly. In fact, that's when you'll start seeing big dips in views in your YouTube channel analytics. It doesn't like the inconsistency. Its number one goal, again, is leveraging the audience that you have. And if you leave your audience high and dry for weeks at a time or months at a time, then it's going to go out and find other creators that are doing videos similar to yours and use their videos more. Now, you still have a great chance of ranking videos and keeping them up at the top of search when you leverage TubeBuddy and the SEO TubeBuddy tools, just like I teach. But if you want that recommended traffic, which is the YouTube algorithm at its finest, when I get my videos suggested out there or in browse features, I'm getting 60 to 80% longer average view durations, and those channels are growing 10 times quicker than the ones that we have stopped shooting videos on. So in order for you to really leverage the YouTube algorithm, you've got to have a consistent amount of content every single week. Now, the other 2 strategies that I'm going to give you are even more important than being consistent. And if you stay till the end, I will give you this full guaranteed way of growing your real estate YouTube channel. Now, the second thing that you really need to understand about the YouTube algorithm as of lately, especially, is the click-through rates of your thumbnail. The thumbnail has so much to do with your video getting clicked. If your video does not get clicked, then the YouTube algorithm has no idea who to feed your videos in front of. In fact, 80% of the YouTube videos on YouTube have less than a 4% click-through rate. So if you can take extra time or spend a little bit of money to have a professional thumbnail creator create your thumbnails for you, these click-through rates will double, triple, even quadruple, increasing the amount of people seeing your content and picking up the algorithm quicker. I've seen channels who go in and completely change the thumbnails on past videos take off 10x because immediately those videos start getting a little bit higher click-through rates. The algorithm starts creating a bigger audience that knows your content, and that is one of the biggest ways to grow your channel. Now, the crazy part about YouTube thumbnails is just not that one click. The thing about the YouTube algorithm, and I actually listened to some interviews from the actual creator of the YouTube algorithm, and he said the number one thing that YouTube is trying to do right now is deliver content to the right consumer to where they are getting some kind of positive feeling out of this. So when somebody clicks on your YouTube thumbnail, your video, it immediately goes out there and tries to find as many people who have the exact same search criteria and characteristics as those people. So if they only watch short form content, that's who they're going to deliver it to. If they watch longer form content, that's who they'll deliver it to. So as a real estate agent, to deliver videos in front of clients moving to your city, this is one of the biggest advantages to the YouTube algorithm, because if somebody searches and clicks on your thumbnail about moving to your city, it goes out there and finds all these other people to find your content. Now, this is why I debunked the entire YouTube algorithm 2 years ago about sharing your videos across social media, because once those average click-through rates start really plummeting because you're sending a nice SEO YouTube video out to your friends, family, dog sitters, whoever, they click on, click off. So it really hurts average view durations, and you do not want that. That is one of the most important things to the YouTube algorithm. At the end of the day, the most important thing you can ever do by leveraging the algorithm is allowing it to work organically. Increasing the click-through rates on very clickable thumbnails, that is the number one way that you can get more people into your channel and get more data to the algorithm. Now, the last one is the most important when it comes to the algorithm. I have found out that it has massive changes as of lately, and this is the one thing that you're really going to want to focus on if you want to grow a channel, and especially if you've got now other competitors or other real estate agents in your market. This is how you can leap past them. I came to Houston. I had 10 of my students here. I now have a channel with over 12,000 subscribers, more than any of my competitors, because I leveraged this one algorithm hack. But before I get to that, I want to mention down in the description below, we've created a system to where we send you your title, all of your metadata and SEO with descriptions and tags, and we created the most clickable thumbnail. It's been split tested dozens of times to find the highest click-through rate thumbnails with titles and all of your metadata sent to you every day, to where all you have to do is copy and paste it. And guess what? It's only $1 a day. So for $1 every day, you'll get all of your titles, thumbnails, descriptions, tags, SEO sent right to you. Check that out down in the pinned comment and also in the description below. Now, the last thing that comes with the click-through rate is you have to make sure that people watch your content for an extended period of time. So this is very, very important. The one thing that I have really learned and mastered, creating 11 real estate YouTube channels across the country and coaching thousands of agents, whoever can get those longer average view durations, they always seem to win with the YouTube algorithm, especially as it gets more and more crowded. Again, the goal of the YouTube algorithm is finding the people who like this content the most so that it can feed advertisements. Longer average view durations and retention rates are the most important aspect. And don't worry, I'm going to teach you exactly how we've increased our average view durations by sometimes 74% on some videos. And I've even got some average view durations that are over 20 minutes long. I'll tell you exactly how I did that and why those videos now rank #1 past all of my competitors within a week. Now, one thing about that retention rate is that YouTube's algorithm is going to do one thing. It's going to take your video and it's going to place it in front of your target audience. From there, it's going to see what the click-through rate and how long those people watched it. From there, if it has a good average view duration, it's going to then send it out to maybe 1,000 different people. And it's going to keep seeing how this video is performing. Again, stressing the importance by leveraging the YouTube algorithm and not trying a bunch of different content that your audience doesn't want. If you throw a video in front of them that they don't like, the click-through rate's going to plummet, the average view duration will plummet, and that video will die. The YouTube algorithm is getting pickier and pickier, and you have to understand exactly what videos and content your audience wants. One of the ways that you can really increase your average view durations, and this is what makes YouTube different from any other platform, and this is again why we don't share our videos on other platforms, because the YouTube algorithm really wants that retention rate higher. And one way to do that is to have a faster pace, to have more stuff come across the screen, to have more B-roll. In fact, the longest average view durations I get are on YouTube vlogs for real estate and also map videos for real estate. I do a combination of a few things for this, and this is why those videos not only get a lot of views, but they will also typically usually rank #1 for those keywords, because I'm leveraging the YouTube algorithm with those keywords and a good average view duration to keep everybody's attention. Now, here's one thing that I have learned. I like to have a lot of B-roll in my videos, but I also want a lot of the attention on me. So when you have a narration style video and your face is not on it, this goes against some of the YouTube algorithms, because us real estate agents, we're trying to actually get clients from this. And if they don't know what you look like, they're never going to call you. But you can't just have it on your face the entire time. No matter how good it is, a lot of people are going to drop off. I used to do this at the beginning, and I would rarely see anything more than a 20% average view duration or 30, and it really hurt my channel. But when I really started incorporating simple things like titles across the screen, even sound effects, or a lot of maps of areas and arrows pointing to it, or I go out into the area and I actually take video of the stuff that I'm talking about, that increases the average view duration, and that is one of the top ways that you can really get this algorithm to pick up your videos to more people. Now again, there's simple ways to do this. In fact, if you have an editor, what they can do is they can zoom in, they can zoom out, they can do quick pops, they can change the color of the screen. I hope my editor is doing that for me. And that is just simple things. As long as it keeps pulling the person back into the video, That is what is going to get these average view durations up. And I have experimented with this on a ton of videos and seen drastic increases in my average view duration. Now, one cool thing is YouTube has great analytics. So when you go into the backside of YouTube, you will see audience retention on a given video. And what you're going to see is spikes and dips. Anytime you see those dips, go to that point and watch it. What did I do right there? And you can start actually documenting those and then never do those in your videos. And if you see a big spike in your video, you got to document those and go, why is that? Well, sometimes it will be when you show a map and people are going back and they're rewatching it and they're pausing on that video. Sometimes it has to do with a certain area or a drone photo or any kind of B-roll. Maybe they want to see it again. That's when you can start understanding how to get these average view durations up. It is imperative that you spend a little bit more time to try and get your average view durations up. That's what's going to tell the YouTube algorithm that you have a great video and that it can feed more advertisements on it, which is what gets you into the suggested game and can really 10x your YouTube channel. Now, if we go back to the YouTube algorithm, especially where it lies today, there's also 2 bonus tips that I'll give to you at the end that will really increase your traffic. There's also one thing that I've learned with the YouTube algorithm, and I am a big proponent, especially in the real estate world, of making longer videos. But for this YouTube algorithm where it's at today, you need to make shorter content. And I don't mean, YouTube shorts or very short videos, but the big problem I see, and I coach thousands of agents, this is what's killing your YouTube channel. You've got to understand that when you do these long form videos and you have a lot of just dull area or you're interviewing somebody, you get massive drop off rates. So if you interview somebody or if you get 3 or 5 really interesting facts, instead of dredging that out, try and shrink that from 20 minutes down to 12 minutes. Really try to get all of that action as quick as you can into that video so that people will have those retention rates a little bit higher. The big mistake I see with people every single day in real estate is they want to these videos out and have very slow points. That's also killing your channel. So I got to give you one of my bonus tips because this is something that I really struggled with at the beginning of YouTube. I was always trying to find the next video to shoot, the next keyword to go after, but I didn't understand that my target audience was there for a reason. Now, if you go into your analytics and your traffic source, you can go to your search results and see what are people searching to find your channel. Now, I've talked about this in other videos, but here's the important factor, and I'm going to teach you one other bonus tip after this. You've got to go in on your most popular videos and you've got to recreate that exact same video, and you've got to know what is working with your audience. The YouTube algorithm, if you have videos that are outperforming others, then that is more of your target audience and you need to go after that exact one. That's what's going to get you more views, more subscribers, and that's also what's going to get you more recommended and suggested traffic. So I know as real estate agents, and I know that we are always trying to, recreate the wheel and have new content because we feel that somebody's already seen that, but they want more of it. So you really got to understand you have to double down on the content that is working for you. And the last tip that I want to give you is that the world has changed, the inflation has changed, the recession has changed, the bubble has changed, and unfortunately, that's the kind of news that's out there today. Now, if you're watching this October, end of 2022, this is what we need to focus on. But you as real estate agents need to provide the actual data and insight that yes, interest rates are up, but this is a great time to buy. You have to leverage the negative aspect because the YouTube algorithm right now is picking up all of those videos. It knows that the whole world is watching that kind of content, and you have to leverage those kind of titles, but give it in a different way, a trustful way that your clients will actually trust you. We went with this YouTube algorithm strategy just about 3 months ago. We went from absolutely 0 appointments on our biggest channels to having 8 to 12 scheduled Zoom calls with us. And now we are putting in multiple deals in contract every week. And the number one thing that they told us, oh my gosh, we were so scared to buy. We did not think that it was a good time, but we really trust you and we want to have a conversation. Not everybody's buying, but the YouTube algorithm is pushing out that style of content right now. I saw that, we pivoted and transitioned, and we are putting in real factual data instead of the sky is falling, and it's working. I am going to give you a title every single day, your titles, tags, description, and a highly clickable thumbnail. It's down in the pinned comment and in my description if you want it for just $1 a day. If you are the first one in your market to go all out and do these titles, they are proven. I've done them all across the country. you will dominate your market. And make sure that you hit that like button. That's the only way my videos get out there. And comment down below the #1 thing you're gonna do today to fix your YouTube channel. Now check out these videos. These will help you explode your real estate YouTube channel. And until the next video, homies, we'll catch you later.